Hi everybody, it's crazy, it's Monday, and it's time for the UPBGE video of the week. Now before I get started, gotta give a shout out to my trust because you guys rock. To my crazy fam, I love you guys. Now we're up to episode number 68, and last week we left off with, not that one, but that one. Let me kick it back over there, there we go. We left off with how many bricks does it take to turn Momo. That is actually page number 62 if you're following along in the book. And we are using the file tutorial_idle_6.idlewalkforward.blend if you're following along with that and you're just trying to keep up with how the things are working. This is the file that we were on right here. Okay, you've got Momo here, and here's the walk forward and Momo's idle animation. And as you see, this is the idle. We're going to go ahead and shrink all these down because we're not using them right now, because we're getting ready to do some more. So let me continue. Momo can walk and stop. Now, if only we had a jump, we could be set for a side-scroller platform game. Due to copyright restrictions, you will not see a figure of Momo running after a spinning spiked hedgehog. For a 3D game, however, you need to be able to freely navigate in the levels. And there is no better way than allowing the character to turn around. The simplest way to make Momo turn is by adding new motion actuators, responding to a new set of keyboard sensors. Let's use the A key to turn left and D to turn right. To make the left turn, I'm going to give you the instructions. Okay, if you're following along in the book, it's these instructions right here. Okay. Alright, so first we're going to do is we're going to add a keyboard sensor. So let's get the kit to the keyboard right here. Okay, up here we're going to put in A dot left. Okay, we're going to hit enter. Okay, that's marking that this is the A key, and what it will do is turn, cause the character to turn left. Okay, we're going to hit down here where the key is, and we're going to hit A, because that's the key we're going to use for this keyboard sensor. We're going to come over here now and go and add a motion actuator. There we go, and we're going to turn him on the Z-axis. Because if you notice, the Z-axis is right here, so Momo will turn on that Z-axis. If you try to turn them on the Y-axis or the X, yeah, you're going to have fun with that one. Okay, so we're going to rotate on the Z, and we're going to go 2.5. Okay, so he will turn 2.5 units as he turns, okay? And then we're going to label this one, turn dot left, left. Okay, so that way we know that this motion is going to be making the character turn left. We're going to connect these all up. And if by chance that doesn't pop up, all you got to do is come up here to the controller and hit and. Okay, we're going to minimize that because we don't have to change that. Now what we got to do, the C walk cycle, which is this one right here, the very top one, it's the C walk. We're going to change that from and to an or. Okay, we're going to connect the keyboard up to the new OR, and then we're also going to connect it to the NOR. Okay, the reason why I really don't know, but there's better ways to do this now, but this is just for learning processes. But you want them to all work the same. So if you're pressing the forward and the left, the W and the A keys, he's not going to continue trying to run forward. He's going to turn left, okay? Or he'll, make a choice because it's an or and an or. Okay, so we got to turn left. Now, all we got to do is do for the right because we just got these done. So we're going to add another keyboard sensor. We're going to put it in there. We're going to put D dot right. We're going to come down here and we're going to tap the D key to add that key in there for this keyboard sensor. We're going to come over here to the actuator. We're going to add a new motion actuator. Instead of doing 2.5, we're going to do negative 2.5. That will turn him in the opposite direction of left. Okay, so that's right. All right, then we're going to also connect this up We don't have to redo this to OR, but we are going to bring this up here and connect it to the OR, and we're going to connect this one to the NOR. So it's going to do either one of these while it's, while the character is standing there. It's either, if it's just standing there, it's going to idle. If you hit the A key, it's going to turn left. If you hit the D key, it's going to turn right. And if you hit the W key, it's going to go forward. It's not going to do these all at the same time because of the OR and the NOR. Okay? Make sure you minimize that down. Add the name to this, and we're going to hit turn dot right. Hit enter and minimize that down. So now when you look at this, you see the walk animation, you see the move forward, you see the idle animation, you see the turn left and the turn right. Okay? Alright, so now we just did the same with the right rotation, and you will have the logic bricks shown in the figure that I'm going to show here in just a minute. You may notice that I'm using 3 states for the controllers here. They are always turned on, thus the main purpose is purely for organization. You can use states for organization, and I'm going to switch to it real quick. Turn that one. Oh, wrong, too quick. Too quick on the jump start there. And what he's talking about is right here. He's got 3 states. Okay? And on those 3 states, he has it to where this is a little bit better organized for his purposes. If you want to use states, that's great, because states are right here on, let me kick you back over to 6, there we go. Okay, and the states are right here, and as you see, all 3 of these are lit up, and both the initial and visible. Okay, so they get them on different states. So if you just did this state, you wouldn't see the last one or the middle one. If you did this one, you would just see the animation. If you did this one, you would just see those. Okay, so he has them all on there, and that way you see them all. It's just for organization. Okay, so the final file is on in chapter 4, tutorial idle 7.turning.blend. Okay, so we're going to come over here. We already did it, but we're going to go with theirs. Okay, so we're going to go to open, come down here to the idle turning.blend. You're going to bring that one up. All right, and you're looking at the same thing we just did over here. Okay, you got the the idles or the states, and then you've got your walk forward. You got your A button, which is left, D button, which is right. You will be able to have the animation. It will move forward, it will turn left, Momo will turn right, and he will stand there looking goofy. Okay. The dilemma of the sweet Misco soup. Okay. Once when I was younger, my hand slipped while seasoning the miso soup, and brilliantly, I thought it was a good idea to compensate for the salt by sweetening it. Guess what? It didn't work, and yes, I had to eat it all. The same goes for animation. No one needs to turn right and left at the same way. It can be because of a soccer injury, a shorter leg, you name it. So sometimes, not always, not now, you need more control over the turning. For the Yo Frankie project, they had specific animations for each side Momo would be turning. Those sub-animations make for both good transitions between actions and for more artistic control. It's always a matter of compromising between what you can afford to do and what you can't, which is addressed between the technical and artistic teams. Thus, even though a programmer may insist it is so, an animation for get up is not the same as a sitting down animation played backwards. For our simple walking cycle, it will do. Bottom line, a miso soup with sugar is not a break even. It's bad cooking. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we're just doing a bland copy or bland animation and walk cycles. Okay, All right, and let's see, where are we at? Yeah, I'm right at 10 minutes, so I'm going to leave it there. We made it to page 3. I want you to sit there and play with this, hit the play button, and try it out, and get a little bit idea of what it's about, okay? And we'll leave off at page 63, hats off to Momo, and vice versa. Let me switch over to... There we go. We'll switch back over to here. Again, 63, hats off to Momo, and vice versa. And we'll continue on there next week. I do encourage you to play around with this, with the Idle 7 turning blend, because you can do a lot more than just make him turn. You can make him hop, you can make him slide, you know, you can make him do wall climbs. It just depends on the animation and the animation you pick. Okay, you can put more animations in. This is just a standard base, okay, because you'll have a, you know, walk cycle animation. You can have a jump cycle animation and use the space key to make the character jump. Okay, if you're by a fence and it's set up in properties, you can make him hang on the fence, okay, or hang on a wall. So as long as you can make the animations and link them to controllers, which would be your keyboard controllers and so on, and properties, you can literally come up with anything. Okay, so till next week, guys.